record. All right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. All of a sudden, we
intermission.
And intermission. Yeah, take two. So definitely looking at each other's strengths and weaknesses and come together so you guys can make your lives easier. So I've asked my husband to help me figure different things out that I'm not so good at. He's a really great author and editor, and he's really good at spelling stuff, and I'm not so good at spelling stuff and authoring.
She's pretty good.
Well, I do have like a grammar corrector on my computer that helps me to be a little bit better at that. But definitely, definitely working with each other's strengths and weaknesses and helping each other that way is definitely something that is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely coming together, having a conversation about what your vision is for your future.
Yeah.
Since we met, we've had this like vision for our future that's so huge and amazing. And I hope that you guys will all come and visit us on our private island home.
Has anyone else done a vision board or a list of goals? Anyone else? Yeah.
Yeah, it's super, super helpful. So every day we're talking about this vision for our future. We are going to be living. We're not sure which island. We have a lot of exploring to do right now. We really love Jamaica. We're going back for the third time this year. Thank you, Beachbody. This was never a possibility for me before. But definitely having the vision and setting the goals and the little goals that'll help you get to your big goal and working that together. Because if you're just setting a huge goal for yourself and not sharing it with your spouse, I mean, they're not going to support you in it. I know Nicole has a big goal. She's going to be moving to California.
Hey, all right. Welcome to the crowd.
Don't worry. This isn't a public video. It's just us. So, and she has that vision with her husband, which I think is really wonderful. And she has his full support. And Nicole and I have talked a lot about that. And it definitely helps to have that vision together so you can work together to help each other grow that. Okay, so definitely the next step would be communicate, which is kind of a little bit what we talked about before, but something Robert, this was his thought on communicate was
acknowledge and support. So maybe you have that conversation where, like I mentioned, you could, point something out about your significant other where, you admire something about their personality traits, something that is ingrained in them that you've recognized that is like, oh, that's admirable. Well, if you can communicate that to them and then have the conversation as the next step about what your goals are and how they could help with your goals and make those a team set of goals between you and your significant other, then you'd have, a combining of the minds. You can also, when you get into the sharing of ideas, it can be, if someone has a great idea, and I'm guilty of this too. I told Charity yesterday, I'm probably really guilty of this in the past, and I'm conscious, to try and not do it. But when someone offers a suggestion to you, I'm just thinking in business or, in the office, but it also plays into your home is when you're sitting down, you're talking, and someone shares an idea, and then they just completely ignore what you just said to them, and they say, oh, well, this is a different idea, and this would be much better, and they don't even acknowledge that you just gave them some, type of feedback, a little piece of your heart, a little piece of your mind, maybe it's part of your soul, and you go, I just feel like I got stepped on and run over, and no one even acknowledged that I had an idea. So it's about that acknowledgement first, oh, I really like that idea. I wonder if we could even make it better. Or I like that idea. I think we could do this. And what do you think if we also do something like this? As far as marketing, outreach, talking to people, the gym, at the office, walking down the street. in line at the grocery store, the produce department, et cetera, et cetera. It goes on and on, all the places that you can just have a random conversation with people. But the point is that you acknowledge when someone, that you're in a relationship with offers a suggestion or idea, because that is them trying to be involved with you. So you don't want to shut them down, and hopefully they won't shut you down, and that you will be able to expound on that and actually have a collaborative environment, so that two minds are better than one. So that's really what the essence of the point is there.
Exactly. And I know that I'm guilty of it too, because I have this sometimes, I know, and I'm sorry. I'm like, I've been in this business for 7 years and you're just starting out. And yeah, that's a great idea, but I'm not going to do it. Like, that is not very nice, and I'm sorry. But you know what? Sometimes it is refreshing, not sometimes, but it's refreshing to have a different set of eyes, a new set of eyes to give me ideas on how to grow our business together, especially now we're doing it as a team. And Robert is doing the Coach Basics, and he's starting out as a brand new coach. I'm not going to build his business for him. He's going to actually be doing it himself. So, it's a really exciting time for us as a married couple and working this vision together. So be open to your significant other's ideas, and share your vision, and definitely acknowledge and support, and work together to tweak it to make it work for you, because everybody's different.
Yeah, and I could say even the last point I would make is, like, maybe your significant other doesn't want to have anything to do with it. They have a career. They are busy. They don't want to do another side job, etc. To them, it's just more that they have to fill up in their life. And if that's the case, solicit their ideas about, what you're doing to try and forward your own business, and ask them if they have ideas to contribute, because at least they'll be involved with what you're doing. They'll feel like, oh, okay, well, I'm a little bit a part of her, business and her team, even though I'm not doing it myself. I'm supporting her, and that's a good way to collaborate and have that kind of mutuality.
Exactly. And I think too, an important part to bring up is, if you do have a spouse that doesn't support you, you do need to go all in. And if they were to scroll through your Facebook newsfeed and they see one post in the last 2 months that you're working a business, that's not going to show them that you're really committed. And if you're inactive as a coach, like every other week or whatever, you need to show them that you truly believe in the products, and accept, they're not going to support you. And hopefully it's not going to be a sense of contention like it was in my marriage, my previous marriage. But I had to learn to accept that he was just not going to support me in it, and just keep doing what you're doing and show up every day. But you really got to, be present. Okay, so the next step we had for you guys is to commit, but be flexible. Have regular check-ins.
What does that mean? Does that mean like I'm in and then don't do anything for a couple weeks because I'm flexible, or what does that mean?
Well, right. Commit would be, okay, well, I am going to be hosting a team call on Tuesday. I actually had this conversation with my husband a few days ago. I'm like, hey, guess what? You're going to host this team call with me.
I was invited.
I was invited. And it's going to be really great. We're going to talk about blah, blah, blah. And because we actually had another topic we were going to talk on, but I thought this would be a little bit more important because it's so typical in our business that.
Well, I'm glad you invited me.
So maybe that wasn't the best idea to just put it on the calendar and not tell them about it at first. But our call today was scheduled at 12 o'clock, but Robert needs to get on the road.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we aren't living in the same household. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. It's happening. It's just,
exactly. We're just,
it's in the car.
Court. It's just nuts. Anyway. So we decided to be flexible and change the time for our call.
Yeah. So thank you all for joining us too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly. So be flexible. Have a plan. Set out what your intentions are for the week, for the month, for the year.
Oh, that's good.
And have a plan, but be flexible because, stuff comes up all the time. And that's the beauty of this business is you can have the flexibility to do something on a day or whatever, but then you need to change it and it is what it is.
Yeah.
So be flexible.
Be flexible, yeah.
Exactly.
And committed.
Exactly. Yeah. And be committed to reevaluating, taking feedback. Maybe I know in the past I've been for lack of better terms, I've been a workaholic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I have my phone in my hands constantly. And sometimes I'm guilty of this. I really try to set boundaries on my life and in my business and let him know that he's important, which is very, and I've had to learn that over the last several years. I will never forget the day I was on vacation with Olivia. I don't know if I ever told you this story.
I don't know.
We were on vacation at the beach, and I was like making my last post. Oh my gosh, I gotta get this post up. And Olivia's like, Mom, let's go to the beach. Let's play. And I'm like, honey, just hold on. I got this last post. And like, just stop. I'm almost done. I can't think straight. She walks over to my computer. She shuts it. She's 4, okay? At the time, she shuts my computer. She puts it in the drawer, and she says, come on, Mom, let's go play. And that was like, oh, my gosh, I am not doing anybody any good by being the flustered, crazy woman that I was because I wasn't being fully present in my business and I wasn't being fully present in my daughter's life. So try to put better boundaries and make sure that when you're spending time with the people that you love, that you're not like on your phone and listening to a conversation, because that is probably one of the worst things that you could do is let somebody know in a I don't know what the right term would be, but people don't really feel important when they're trying to talk to you on your phone.
Actions speak louder than words, kind of.
Exactly. So show up and be present and have conversations and be willing to take feedback from your significant other if things aren't working. So I suggest having, a weekly conversation and getting each other on the same page.
Or at least you could just update them. Maybe you have that significant other who has their own career and they're totally slammed traveling or whatever it is. But you still need to have that time once a week. You could just be updating them. Like, here's what I'm working on. Do you have any suggestions or how I could do this?
Yeah.
Maybe like, how could I reach those types of people? Or what is, maybe some experience you've had like this, and, soliciting their involvement. Help them, to be a little bit a part of your business, even if they're not doing it themselves.
Exactly. And making sure that if you're going to do a call with somebody and your kid is home and you need help, that you let them know ahead of time and just really be good with scheduling and keeping each other informed of what's going on.
And by the way, Charity is great at this. So I'm saying this, but she's been like the example of it, to me. So even though I wasn't doing it before, she, was asking me like for suggestions or ideas. I'd be like, oh, okay, well, let me think about that. And that's, I need to focus a little bit on what her needs are and give her a little bit of help, however I could.
Yeah, and I feel really blessed because Robert has such a great background in writing, and you're going to film school and being in the entertainment industry, and I just feel really blessed to have you be a part of my team and that you're fully on board and supportive of what my vision is and our vision together.
That's right.
So I wanted to share with you guys, if you guys have a significant other, and I know I have Tony here on the call. Is that you, Tony? I think so. Yeah, Tony is a mom of 5, and she shared with me. I hope it's okay that I share this. She shared with me the other day that her husband has heart disease in the family. And she's got her husband using Shakeology every day and starting the 21-day fixed meal plan.
That's great.
And getting him on board with the eating. And so I think that's really great. That's important to share and be a product of the product together.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be taking it like one step further. Robert is... we're going to be doing a challenge group together, and maybe you guys would like to copy our idea or join us in this. We're going to be doing, I don't know if you guys notice, I am branding myself as BB Babe, and he's BB Bro. The bros. So we decided it would be really fun to come up with doing a challenge group together, the babes versus the bros. And because you know what, change is so much easier when you bring your spouse in, your significant other. Now we have some differences.
Now, people react to challenges. I'll tell you, ladies especially, men want to be challenged. So if they are not challenged, they are bored. So you have to give them a challenge, even if they seem like everything's fine and peachy keen. Be like, oh, I did, this video today. What did you do? Yeah. Right? They'll be like, oh, I can't let her outdo me. I got to do that too. And they will get involved because they feel challenged and they don't want to be outdone, especially by a woman. So they have their little egos, So, yeah.
So, I mean, it's really exciting to me because we're going to come together and do the babes versus the bros challenge group. It's not really going to be like versus, because we want you to work together with your significant other to get results, because it's easier when you have the support of the one you love. In making changes in your life. It's hard if you are in a household and you're making 3 different meals, your 21-day fix meal and your kids pasta and then your husband's meat and potatoes or whatever. It's easier if you could do it together. So so we're going to start promoting that. Actually, we're going to go live on my business page after this and talk a little bit about that, invite people to join us. Now, I am a workout at home kind of a girl. I play the videos on my TV, and I do the workouts at home. Now, Robert, on the other hand, is a what?
I like to go to the gym. I don't know what it is. I like to be out of the house. There's more room there. I don't have to set up or break down anything. I can just go over, use it, walk away, go use something else. So I just like the convenience of it and the openness of it.
Yeah, so we have that difference, and what we thought would be really cool is to promote that, you have those people that want to work out at home, like a lot of us, and we have others that want to work out in the gym. So how awesome is it that you can play the workouts from Beachbody On Demand app in your pocket at the gym, so you can.
And some people just like to ride their bike or run outside, but if they have it on their phone, they stop at the park, whatever, and they do the workout, and then they keep going with their, running or biking or whatever they like to do. So
a good point. I mean, how easy would it be to go to the park and do T25 or Max 30 or whatever? And, that would be a great way to share our workouts, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm excited.
The other thing, I like the gym, for the reason that, it's any weather, you can go use the treadmill, use the bike. If it's snowing, raining, whatever outside, it doesn't matter. You can still go do your workout, in the facility. So you can do that at home with the videos as well. But I'm just saying, if you have someone or yourself who likes to get on the bike, the recumbent bike, or the Stairmaster, or the elliptical, et cetera, then those things are, they're available 365 days a year, at a lot of gyms, and you don't have to worry about, oh, it's snowing outside, or oh, it's raining outside. And Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean, that's good because I think a lot of us might have that same issue where we're talking to somebody and we notice they go to the gym all the time. And why would we want to share Beachbody with them? Because they've got the workouts at the gym. So it's easy to incorporate Beachbody on demand. I'm not sure what workout Rob is going to be doing from the Beachbody on Demand app.
There's so many to choose from.
There's so many to choose from. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But it's pretty awesome that we can incorporate our home workouts anywhere. And I love the idea of doing it in the park.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of
fun. If the weather's nice, that's a great place to do it. I mean, it could be, anywhere. So. Exactly.
Well, and Rob knows that I mean, when we were on our honeymoon in Jamaica, I was outside every day doing my Beachbody on demand.
She was.
I did get bitten by a lot of mosquitoes. And I got the Zika virus, but now I'm immune for the rest of my life, so that's good.
She was patient zero, coming back from Jamaica.
Yeah, that was really crazy. So anyway, do you guys want to unmute yourselves if you have any questions or comments on what we're doing? I would love to see you guys do a challenge group with your significant other. And I don't know, unmute yourselves if you have questions.
I have a question. Sorry, I'm dark here. I have ice on my back today. So anyways, my husband's a firefighter, and so he doesn't want to do the videos. Is there any tips they have some equipment at the fire department of how to get him more excited. He loves hiking. I mean, he's a huge hiker since we live in Colorado. So
yeah,
I don't know. I just, the whole heart thing really has me stressed out. So
I mean, that's really scary. It's so scary. I mean, I would definitely, I've heard of a lot of firefighters doing P90X in the firehouse. I would see if he would be open to streaming the workouts at the firehouse. And I know that that's part of their job. They got to work out. So if they were able to do it with their firefighter brothers and get in and do it together, it would make it a lot easier, I think.
Yeah. And he doesn't want to do videos. I've had the same reservations myself. But I think it's become a little bit more comfortable doing it with charity. Even just a few times, so like different ones. So that might be a little bit like just kind of breaking the ice. Like, here, I'm doing this video, and
I know he did seem more open when I did 22-minute hardcore. He was like, "Oh, it's not just like odd up, like in a sports bra and little shorts. It was like, oh, these are men dressed. You know what I mean? Like I think that appealed more. So maybe something like that.
Something more manly."
Yeah, exactly.
Like country music, I know they have the country, heat, going right now. So
we did that together.
We did that together. I like all music. I'm not like, hey, I love the country music every day. But she had me do it. We had such a great time. I was like, okay, that was fun. And I was really sore the next day. And I was like, okay, I got a little bit, of some exercise in there.
He was sore the next day.
Yes.
So at least I figure he's been drinking Shakeology for like a year. Both of us have.
That's great.
But now finally, I bought meal containers. So I prepare all of his meals for work, all of his snacks, so he's a huge sugar candy person. So that has been helping that this is only what you get to eat. And I think he's already seeing changes just from that. So
that's great
so
too.
Great.
And I think, with the Shakeology, the thing I focus on, when I go to the gym, I see the guys walking, everybody's got their protein drinks, they're all doing the protein drinks or their different muscle drinks or whatever. The guys over there, they're bench pressing and they're like, slamming these. I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of like there's the healthy side of it, it has all the great things that are in it, but the protein part of it and it being a healthy, lean protein. That has to be combined with doing like strenuous, physical exercise with your muscles in order to build muscle mass or maintain muscle mass. So, for the guys, I know that there's a big focus on muscles and, who can lift the most.
Right.
It's the ego thing again.
Yeah.
So for them, if it's a focus on, the Shakeology is like, that is like the ultimate, protein drink that's going to actually boost up, all the results that you want to see from doing a workout or lifting weights, etc. That's going to be, one way that you could approach it, with him.
Yeah. So I know there's a lot of CrossFitters that he works with. Like that's their big, even some of the wives, that's all they do is they do CrossFit like all day long. And I'm like, I can't, first of all, there's no way I can afford that or who's going to watch my kids.
Right.
Well, I would send the 22-minute hardcore and say, hey, I want you to try this with these. Because, it's hard. I know that their schedules are real busy. I went on a tour of the firehouse with my daughter last year, and I was like, oh, my gosh, like they're doing chores and they're mowing lawns and washing the trucks. And they're really busy, like 12 hours a day, and then they go to sleep and they make their meals and all this. So it would be convenient if he was open to it. What dude hasn't heard of, especially the firefighters, what dude hasn't heard of Tony Horton in a 22-minute workout? It would be easy.
Yeah, everyone I mentioned P90X, they're like, oh. I go, oh, yeah, Beachbody. And they're like, what's that? And I go, oh, well, it's the subsidiary of P90X. It's like their supplement and other training videos that go along with P90X. So one or the other.
So, and you can always introduce them to P90X3, which is the 30-minute P90X.
Okay.
And P90X was my favorite workout, or my first workout. It got me great results, but I'll be the first to admit, Tony bores me a little bit. And so it's like, it's okay. You know what? People appreciate being honest and transparent. Like, it's not for me, but it might be for you. So give it a whirl.
Like it's to be more maybe male focused, like even the videos you have where it's like the guy is leading it, he's like, oh, he's ripped.
Sagi, I love him.
It's like, oh, you're like, oh. Guys are like, oh, I can listen to him. Okay,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think he might be doing body based at the gym. So we'll see. We'll pick one out. But I would like to encourage you all to have those conversations with your husbands. Some of us have significant others, and Shannon, you're an amazing single mama. I'm so proud of you for being such a great example for your kids and creating a better life for you guys. I know Alicia has a cute boyfriend. Do you guys live in different cities like we do?
We are actually 10 minutes away now since I relocated to Virginia. So we've been working out together on the P90X, but it's so long. So maybe we'll try X3.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get him on board with this as well too.
Well, and see, that would be really great for you guys to, if you're working out together, post more pictures of you guys like, hey, we're working out. Even if he's not like a selfie person, like my hubby here.
Yeah.
He's like, selfies. I'm like, well,
it's
you do
still a little
me.
ego stroke. They're like, oh, she posted a picture of us after working out. Oh, okay. They may not say anything about it, but they're like, oh, okay. I'm kind of cool now.
I'm kind of, So yeah, involving him and talking to him. It would be really cool to share with your other friends who, maybe they're wanting to lose some weight. Your lipstick and lunges. Oh my gosh, I love your page.
Thank you.
I usually recommend doing a Facebook page, just your name, but lipstick and lunges is so you.
Thank you.
So that's really awesome. And you guys are all doing such amazing things. Tony's only been with us for like 6 weeks now, and she's like killing it.
Nice.
Shannon, you've been with us for almost a month now. So awesome. And Alicia, you're like stepping up your game in major ways, and I'm really proud of you. Does anybody else have any questions or comments or anything before we end our call today? Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining us today and not giving up when my computer died. So I forgot to plug it in. But I hope this was really helpful for you, and I hope that I could see you guys like inviting your spouse, your boyfriends, everybody to join you and get fit and healthy together. It's a lot easier when you have a team. I know Shannon has some teenage kids at home, so maybe even just inviting them to join you in the journey. But your kids are probably like, Mom, Payo? No. You have one that would do it?
Hey, all right, that's a start,
that's
right?
That's a start, yeah.
Then you challenge the other ones.
Exactly. Right? Well, and I think, too, that when people see pictures of families getting fit together, it inspires them.
Yeah, nobody wants to be left out, right?
Exactly.
So if, mom's doing it and one of my siblings is doing it, oh, well, I don't want to be left out. I mean, come on.
Exactly. Take those sweaty pics with your kids, with your significant other. Tony does a beautiful job at that. Oh my gosh. I would love to see a video of you working out with all of your kids. 5. She's a mom of 5. So awesome. Anyway, you guys have a beautiful day, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the team page. If you have any questions, comments, anything that comes up, just post it on our team page under the post for the team call, and Robert and I will do our best to help answer any questions. And if you're all in the team in Coach Basics, invite your significant other to even just check it out. Add them to the page. Maybe they're a coach, maybe they're not, but it can kind of give them a little bit of an idea of what we're doing and how they can join you and support you. I'm also doing a business opportunity event tomorrow with my coach, Hillary. You're welcome to invite your peeps to join. Anyway, I'm really proud of you all for showing up and making your business a priority, and we'll talk to you soon.
Have a great day.
Thanks.
It's nice to meet all of you.
Yay. Oh, wait, we need a picture. Here, wait, I'll do it with my phone. I love posting these pictures on Facebook of our team calls. Okay. I don't know if you guys have an iPhone, but I hate the new update. The notifications drive me crazy. I don't know. There's some cool
I'll show you how to turn them off.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. Smile. Okay. I'm going to post this. Thank you, guys. And thank you, hubby, for being on.
Oh, how cute.
Okay, guys, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, have a good trip, Robert. Safe trip back.
Thank you so much.
Hey.
All righty, bye.
Bye, guys.